What's up, you freaking geniuses? So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to find the circumference of a circle when you're given an equation, right? So we're going to go over two examples here. So the instructions, just to clarify, just say, find the circumference of the circle with the given equation. Write the circumference in terms of pi, all right? So let's start with this one on the left. So we have x squared plus y squared is equal to 16. So first, we want to point out the fact that the equation for the circumference of a circle is equal to 2 pi r, where r is the radius. Okay, so if we can find the radius of this equation, we could simply plug it in right here and find the circumference. All right, so how do you find the radius of an equation? Well, remember, you could use the standard equation of a circle, which is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared, where h and k are the x and y coordinates of the center of the circle, and r is the radius, okay? So here, we don't really need to find what the x and y coordinates are of the center of the circle. All we really need to find is the radius, right? Because if we can find r, again, we could just plug it into this equation and solve for c. So as you can see, if we line some things up here we have x squared, right? That lines up with this portion of the equation. Here we have y squared, that lines up with this portion of the equation. And then the number that we're given, 16, lines up with this portion of the equation. So as you can see, if we just set this number that we're given equal to r squared, we can solve for r, right? So here we can say that 16 is equal to r squared. Okay, so to solve for r and get rid of this exponent, the squared exponent, we can simply take the square root of both sides, right? On this side, they cancel out. So we're just left with r is equal to the square root of 16, which is 4. All right, so we just found what r is, 4, right? So now let's plug it into this equation up here. So we're going to get that c is equal to 2 pi times r, which is 4. Now, 2 times 4, that's equal to 8, right? So we can say that the circumference is equal to 8 times pi. And our units would be radians. All right, hopefully that wasn't too bad. Let's try one more here. So here the equation is x plus 2 squared plus y minus 3 squared is equal to 9. Okay, so again, if we want to find the circumference of this equation, we can use this equation right here, right? C is equal to 2 pi r. So really, again, we just have to find r. And if you remember, using the standard equation of a circle, the r part comes from the very last number, right? Comes from this number. So we just have to set this very last number equal to r squared. So here we can say that 9 is equal to r squared. So again, to solve for r, we'll just take the square root of both sides, those cancel out, and we get that r is equal to 3. All right? So now let's plug that into our formula up here. So we're going to get that the circumference is equal to 2 pi times 3 this time. So the circumference is equal to 6 pi. And we're not given any units, right? Inches, feet, whatever. So again, we'll just leave this in radians. Boom. So if you found the video helpful, definitely leave a thumbs up down below. And if you have any other questions or want to see any other examples, just let me know in the comment section below.